Wheaton Triangular. First match of the Triangular feature, the visiting Beloit Buccaneers against your home Wheaton College Thunder. Before we get started with both teams, we ask that all are ready to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
The Wheaton College Invitational here, homecoming weekend at the King Arena. Wheaton welcoming in the Beloit Buccaneers and the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Game one of the Triangular features your Wheaton Thunder and Beloit College. Andy Ockham welcoming here to the King Arena on this fine Friday afternoon. As mentioned, part of homecoming weekend here at Wheaton College. The Thunder out on the gridiron tomorrow will be hosting the Carroll Pioneers, but what we care about right now is what's in front of us at King Arena. For Wheaton, a 4-match win streak entering the Triangular this afternoon following a 3-0 victory over Augustana on Tuesday. Some CCIW action for the Thunder. They are 1-1 in conference play this season, and they enter the contest with 14 wins and 14 losses. And for Beloit, 2-8 overall on the season. They're in the Midwest Conference. They have yet to have a conference match this season, coming off a 3-0 loss at UW-Platteville on Tuesday. The Buccaneers looking to get right here this afternoon. They'll get 2 chances. They're playing in the first 2 of our Triangular with IIT getting going at 5 o'clock. Following the conclusion of this one, the Buccaneers dropping their last 7 tilts. The starting lineups being read out right now here in what will be a long and fun afternoon into the early evening at King Arena. Wheaton in the gray uniforms here in match 1, the baby blues for the Buccaneers. And for the Thunder a season ago, just 1 game over 500 overall, 15 wins, 14 losses. They were 2-6 in CCIW play. And second-year head coach Eric Plunkett looking for 2 key victories and non-conference action this afternoon. This isn't the only non-conference tilt that Wheaton will participate here in the month of October. Their next match following the Triangular here this afternoon and into the evening against the Wisconsin Lutheran Warriors out in the NACC. They also hit the road against Kalamazoo, non-conference action this month. They have a Triangular on October 11th, 2 weeks from now, on the road in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where they'll take on Calvin University and Mount Union. And for Beloit, they will also see an NACC opponent following the Triangular here today, Alverno. That's just 4 days from now on September 30th. We see both liberos out. Is Renee Stout donning number 4 for Beloit. And for Wheaton, number 11, the senior, Grace Autry. The first serve of the afternoon of this Triangular goes to the sophomore for Beloit, and Lizzie Pashaw. They are underway this afternoon in the King Arena right in the middle. Set it up, perfectly placed. And the Thunder get the first point of this match. Sydney Overway with the kill. Overway, the junior middle blocker, hit nearly 300 this season. That's kill number 62 of the campaign. And Grace Autry, the libero with a standstill serve. Out here on the near side, cleared over. Autry there. And in the middle, once again, keeping it there. And Ashton Majors attack denied. Out on the far side, light touch over there by Jordan Benford, defended by the Buccaneers. And it's out to the back row, Lacey Higgins setting it up on the near side for Paris Griffin. That one out of play. So we trade points in the first two rallies. Is Salin Tufty. Over with the right into that. A couple of substitutions for the Thunder. Reese Donahue along with Mary Patrick. It will be Donahue back to serve the freshman setter. And that match against Augustana on Tuesday, played in all three sets, had 3 digs and 12 helpers. Narrowly getting that one over and an ace. 9th ace of the season for the freshman. Donahue out of Medina, Ohio. And sends one right into the net. Each team with a service error in the first 5 rallies of the opening set. And the libero, Renee Stout, serving for Beloit. A jump serve over right to Autry. Now it's Donahue setting it up, and not being denied that time is Ashton Major. Had an attack earlier on in this opening set, turned away. She's able to score for the Thunder, putting them up by a pair. Now Jordan Benford, the senior outside hitter, back to serve, and perfectly set up for Major. Back-to-back points for the graduate student. And a good dig on that serve by Stout, but couldn't have placed it any more perfectly for Major. A line drive serve from Benford right in the middle and deflected. Way to stick with it there for Autry. Out on the far side, Catherine Atkinson swinging away. A little miscommunication. Buccaneers able to clear it out with Madison Adams. A nice rejection there. Naomi Murphy turning that one away. And lightly touched over for Mary Patrick. Give the Thunder the point. See the front row of the Buccaneers get to work. Naomi Murphy there, the junior middle blocker. Has 11 total blocks on the season entering play here this afternoon. Second service error for the Thunder of the match. Makes it 6-4. The freshman, Aaliyah Gerard, checking in to serve. First time seeing her this afternoon. Narrowly getting that one over, played by Autry. Right back to Patrick. A free ball here from Grace Autry. Gerard in the middle. Setting up Murphy, rejected, kept alive on the Buccaneers side. Benford in the back row. Keeping it alive, Donahue, right for Major. Dug out by Gerard, but it falls. And 2 more subs for the Thunder. Overway back in, along with the sophomore Kennedy Kemp, who is in to serve. And Kemp out of Arlington, Texas. And Gerard finding Murphy for the Buccaneer point. Last few rallies, Naomi Murphy getting involved and is able to score there. There's Madison Adams now serving. A handful of freshmen for this Beloit squad that have been seeing action in their first 10 matches of the season. Grazes that one over the net. A back set from Donahue. Flying in is Patrick. That one not touched by a Buccaneer. Back-to-back Beloit points. Adams 7 aces this season, 26 sets played, entering this afternoon's Triangular, averaging 2.6 digs per set. That one into the net. A couple of service errors per side here early on. It's 8-5 Thunder. And a pair of subs, Paris Griffin in for Wheaton, along with the senior Lacey Higgins, who will serve. A lot of spin on that one from Higgins. Gerard, a back set for Murphy. That one not touched by any of the 6 Wheaton players on the floor. Higgins targeting the other side. And Tufte on the run. Murphy rejected. Up front, Atkinson and Overway both there. Tufte going to try her luck again. It's in the back row with Benford. Higgins setting it up on the far side. Dial it right to Catherine Atkinson. The sophomore outside hitter bringing the Thunder as the first to 10 here in the opening set. And no play to be made there. An ace for Lacey Higgins, her 25th of the season, and timeout taken by the Buccaneers. 11-5 here in the opening set. First of 3 in this triangular here today at King Arena. Our second match will feature our 2 guests, the Beloit Buccaneers and the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks, and then at 7 o'clock, the Thunder return to the floor to take on IIT. We're all over the place. We got the CCIW, the NACC, and the Midwest Conference here in the Chicagoland area this afternoon. And plenty of Wheaton athletic programs in action here on homecoming weekend. Not just football tomorrow, taking on Carroll, which we've already mentioned a handful of times. Men's tennis, the ITA Regional Championships earlier on today. Women's golf down at Millikan University and their Deckhurt Classic. And women's tennis, just about an hour, having their orange and blue intra-squad matchup. So much action to be had this weekend. Back-to-back aces for Lacey Higgins out of the timeout. Higgins finished last season with 39 aces, now has 120 in her career here with Wheaton. A nice response on the other end from Beloit. The sub here for the Buccaneers, Kira Rain Hoover, the junior, is in. No libero, at least for this rally. Renee Stout checking out. The server, Naomi Murphy. Put a lot on that one. Grace Autry has to be cleared out here. Atkinson will do so. That one grazing off the net. Over with the right for Tufte. Gerard in the middle. That one rejected by Overway. And Higgins over with the left. Griffin got that one right on the palm. Thunder still lead it by 5, 12-7, our score in the opening set. Higgins on the far side for Atkinson, off the hands of Hoover, kept alive, but they can't clear it. It'll be Miriam Pozdal-Niegro. The freshman libero checking in to serve. This is now her 43rd set played in this season. Right to the back row, perfectly dumped in and set up for Sydney Overway. A football score right now, 14-7. Pozdal-Niegro grazing that one off the net. A lot of good serves here from the Thunder in the opening set. One cleared out. Griffin, Higgins in the middle, Overway, big swing of the right, dug out by Adams. And Tufte right into the net. Thunder looking to go on a run here with Pozdal-Niegro serving. That one nearly touched by Lizzie Paschal in the back row. Good work, though, by the sophomore to lay off. And Paschal, who served to begin our set and match, is back now for the Buccaneers. Over with the right. Higgins in the middle, right to Overway. That's been the money connection for the Thunder so far in the opening set. Ashton Major back in for Wheaton, the senior libero, Grace Autry, the server. And kept in the middle there, Hoover's attack defended by the Thunder. Benford on the far side. It'll be a give and go here with Tufte and Paschal. Now with Wheaton. Higgins right to Benford, point Thunder. A commanding 17-8 lead for second-year head coach Eric Plunkett. A standstill serve from Autry. Just getting a piece of the net and over. Tufte on the far side, out with the left. Autry, but no return for Wheaton. Solin Tufte. The sophomore's got 8 aces this season in 32 sets. The free ball here from Griffin. Getting set up, Paschal trying to dump it in, immediately sent back by Major. Higgins setting up Benford on the run. Both teams looking to counter that one off the palm of Adams. Pair of subs, we've seen this rotation once already. Reese Donahue and Mary Patrick in. It'll be the freshman Donahue serving. That one off the upper body of the libero, Stout, and an ace. Wheaton back up 10. Once again, targeting the libero, Stout. And Adams over. Ponsdal Niego. Finding Donahue right to Benford. A good sequence of passing there for the Thunder, defended by Beloit. Autry once again, Donahue. There's Benford. Nice dig by Paschal. The Buccaneers can't send it back over. Wheaton the first to 20 here in the opening set. And it'll be a timeout on the Beloit side, their second and final of this opening set. It's been all Thunder if you're just joining us here, whether on the CCIW network or the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. We thank you for hanging out with us to begin our triangular this afternoon in the King Arena. Match 1, Wheaton taking on Beloit, then Beloit and IIT at 5 o'clock-ish, give or take. And then the Thunder back on the floor to round out tonight against the Scarlet Hawks. Wheaton hit 292 to get things going in this opening set. 12 digs for the Thunder, 10 for Beloit. 10 kills for Wheaton. That's been the huge difference, being able to score on the chances they've been given. Just 3 kills for the Buccaneers. And 4 aces on the Thunder side. Beloit yet to score an ace here in this match. So not only have they taken advantage of their opportunities, keeping it in the middle, calling out Overway and Atkinson a lot for the Thunder, but they've served well as well. And out of the aces, it's been both setters for the Thunder, a pair for Lacey Higgins and 2 as well for Reese Donahue, who heads back to the line following this timeout from the visitors. As a team now, the Thunder 128 aces this season. Entering play this afternoon, averaging exactly 2 per set that they've played. Having to run out to get it is Paschal, and another ace for Reese Donahue. 21-9 our score. On the far side, dug out by Ponsdal Niego in the middle. A nice dig there by Stout. A back set, Patrick from Reese Donahue for the point. Reese Donahue, 3 aces in the opening set here this afternoon. The Thunder 3 points away from going up 1 set to none in the match. That one into the net. Make it 22-10. It is the libero Renee Stout back to serve for Beloit. Right to Autry. Donahue, a back set for Benford on the near side, dug out by Stout. That one off the net, no return. When the Thunder have gone to the outside, it's been the senior Jordan Benford. 673 career kills and 345 sets played in with this program entering play this afternoon. Has been a key cog in her time here at Wheaton College. And she digs one out there in the back row on the attack from Murphy. Lightly floated over by Mary Patrick. Point Wheaton. Just like that, it's set point. And it'll end with the 6th ace for Wheaton in set one. A commanding 25-10 final in the opening set. All Thunder taking advantage of their opportunities on the attack and serving at a fantastic level as well. We're back in 2.5 minutes for the second set here on the CCIW Network and the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Every corner of Wheaton College holds a story of growth. The Wheaton Fund is at the heart of these stories, transforming lives for Christ and His kingdom. The Wheaton Fund is more than just financial support. It is the financial lifeblood of Wheaton College, empowering every aspect of our mission. Your contributions to the Wheaton Fund ensure that the students, faculty, and staff have the resources they need to thrive and make an impact for Christ. Your contributions assist in supporting spiritual formation through chapel and small groups, providing financial aid through need-based and academic scholarships, enriching faculty with competitive salaries and development opportunities, enhancing career development through the Center for Vocation and Career, equipping athletics with essential resources, strengthening campus ministries with training, support staff, and mission opportunities, improving facilities to create a better learning environment, and enhancing academic services to support every student's education. By supporting the Wheaton Fund, you help shape the future of Wheaton College and its students. Join us in empowering the next generation of Wheaties to build the church and benefit society.
A commanding 25-10 victory for the Thunder in the opening set of match one of this triangular here this afternoon. That'll dip into the early evening in the King Arena on the campus of Wheaton College. Thunder taking on the Beloit Buccaneers here in our opening match. Andy Yakum welcoming back in to this presentation of Wheaton Thunder Athletics. It'll be the Thunder to serve to open up this second set with Miriam Pazdal-Niego back at the line. 6 aces for the Thunder in the opening set. They hit 357 as a team and almost having ace number 7 of the match to get going here in set 2. Higgins, a back set for Griffin on the far side, turned away by Naomi Murphy. Gonna try their luck once again around the block, off the net, point Thunder. The junior Paris Griffin has her first kill of the match. After having 8 kills on 16 total attacks against Augustana Tuesday night. And for Beloit now, Murphy off the net, and this match, should say this set, starts off the same way the opening set did. First point to Wheaton, second point to Beloit. And checking in, Lydia Schwartz, the freshman to serve for Beloit. Did not see her in the opening set. This will be her 22nd set played in this season. And Paz Del Niego on the serve in the middle. Higgins to Overway, immediately sent back. Benford on the far side, works around the block and collects the kill. 4 kills on 8 total attacks in the early going of this match for the senior Jordan Benford. Mary Hammond back to serve. Tufte on the far side. Good presence there to disrupt that attack by the Thunder. Benford once again, back-to-back kills. The server for Wheaton is the libero Grace Autry. And Gerard now on the run for Murphy. Defended by Paz Del Niego. A high setup that ends up over the net and out of play. An overpass there makes it 4-1 Thunder. Standstill serve from Autry, a line drive serve right to Tufte. Murphy gets it once again, Thunder all over it. Higgins right to Hammond for the point. 4 straight points for the Thunder. And it's been the same rotations for head coach Eric Plunkett here in the first 2 sets. You know what they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Tufte on the far side, dug out by Autry. Higgins a back set for Griffin, sent away by Tufte, rejected. Point Buccaneers. It'll be Murphy serving for Beloit. New libero here for Beloit in the second set. It's the sophomore Adelaide Schmidt. That one just out. And good work there by Paz Del Niego to let that one go. We saw this rotation a couple of times in the opening set. It worked pretty well for Wheaton. Checking in number 10, Mary Patrick, number 12, Reese Donahue. Donahue with 3 aces in the opening set. She's serving. An attack error there for Kira Rain Hoover. Makes it 7-2. And on the near side, that one sent over. Wheaton's had an answer every time here in this match so far. See if they can go on yet another run with the freshman Donahue serving. The libero back in Schmidt. First one on that serve. Paz Del Niego in the back row. Back set here. Patrick from Donahue off the net and kept alive on the Buccaneer side. Was that one deflected? It was not. And early on in this second set, a timeout taken by Lehua Enomoto, the 5th-year head coach for Beloit. Want to reset her group here. Our score at 9-2 in the second set. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. You know where to find this triangular all afternoon long right here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network, or if you're watching as well on the CCIW network. That's brand new this year. You can find your one-stop shop for every contest, the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. That's a quick stay on the bench for Eric Plunkett's group. They're out on the floor. Not much really needing to discuss. They've been lights out. They're hitting 400 in the second set so far. They hit 357 in set one. 18 kills to just 4 attack errors. 6 aces as well. Out of the timeout, Donahue remains the server for the Thunder. And Tufte on the far side. First one there to defend it is Autry. Benford out in front of the stands. Free ball here from Donahue, but immediately sent back over. Donahue, a front set to Benford, lightly touching it over for the point. Thunder the first to 10 here in set 2. And Gerard setting up Tufte. And a well-placed ball. She's got 2 of the 3 Buccaneer points here in the second set. And Kira Suda-Myers checking in, seeing her for the first time for Beloit in the match, as well as the sophomore who's back to serve. That's number 6, Emily Ortiz. Autry to Donahue, now to Patrick. Man, could she get up. Just floating in the air, Mary Patrick for the point. Thunder back up 8. The servers, Jordan Benford. And an ace. Second ace of the match for Benford, number 7 as a team for the Thunder. Ortiz, a back set for Tufte, deflected by both Atkinson and Hammond, but it's down. Now 3 of the 4 points for Beloit have come from Tufte in this set, and she's back to serve. A free ball here from Autry. See how they set it up. Ortiz in the middle. And keeping it alive with the left is Mary Patrick. Third touch over for Benford. Ortiz setting it up on the far side. Haven't seen the score yet, and they're going to say it was touched by a member of the Thunder on the far side. And Kaylee Witt, senior outside, getting her first point of the set and match. And 12-5, a score we had in favor of the Thunder as well in the opening set. When in doubt, go back to Catherine Atkinson. Hammond back to serve. And back-to-back kills for Kaylee Witt. And points being scored on the Beloit side. (13-6), the libero Schmidt serving for Beloit. That one just off the net and an ace. First ace of the match for the Buccaneers. Third of the season for the sophomore Adelaide Schmidt. Now send it to the back row in Benford. In the middle, gliding through the air, was overway and it's down. Pair of subs here for Wheaton. What we're accustomed to seeing now, Donahue and Patrick out, Higgins and Griffin in, and Lacey Higgins will serve. A senior setter, Higgins, 8 assists and 2 aces here in the match so far. Autry calling off Benford. It's right at the net, hanging up for a minute. It's back on the Thunder side. And poked over with the left. Nice job defensively there by Ortiz. Remains with Beloit. Ortiz setting up Tufty, defended by Benford in the back row. And Higgins, a front set for Atkinson, kept alive. Good rally between these two teams near the midway point of this second set. Higgins in the middle, over with the right overway, defended once again. Higgins gonna try and do it herself. Point Thunder. Lacey Higgins not afraid to score herself. Entering play today, 26 kills on 69 total attacks, hitting .290 when given the chance this year. Thunder now up 16-7. Higgins remaining the server. Witt over with the right. Wheaton's gonna set it up. Higgins in the middle, over with the right, once again to Sydney Overway. Megan Shaw in for Wheaton. Seeing her first action of the afternoon. A couple of subs for Beloit, including Aaliyah Gerard, who will serve. Freshman out of Hawaii. Attended Radford High School. Right at the net, Higgins keeps it in. Simply pushed over by Atkinson. Not able to get that one over Overway. Putting the Thunder back up 10. Miriam Paz-Diego checking in, she'll serve. The freshman out of Boxford, Massachusetts, Riley Baird, donning the number 17, is in for the first time this afternoon. Wood having to run out near the stands, but can't keep it alive. Another ace for the Thunder. And for Paz-Diego, first ace of the afternoon. She already has 8 digs in this match. Looking to go 2 for 2. It is cleared over on the Buccaneers side. Baird setting up Shaw. Nice play defensively by Schmidt. Paz-Diego back to Baird. A back set for Griffin, who pushes it over with the right. And the Thunder are the first to 20 in set 2. And Beloit uses their second and final timeout in set 2. Pretty similar to what we saw in the opening set this afternoon of our opening match of this triangular. Wheaton taking the opening set 25-10. They lead set 2 20-8. So we thank you for joining us, the CCIW Network and the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. And what is a hot Friday afternoon here in the Chicagoland area, the final Friday in September. Currently 81 degrees and sunny. Feels like 84. Thankfully, we're here in the nice air-conditioned gym on the campus of Wheaton College. The Thunder are looking to get as much time to rest as possible. And as we've mentioned already, the second match of the triangular today will feature Beloit and IIT. So the Thunder get some rest time before playing in the third and final match at 7 o'clock against those Scarlet Hawks out of the NAC. Paz-Diego remains the server out of the timeout. Thunder leading by 12. With the first one to play it. And set up right on the outside. Autry to Shaw, kept alive with the left of Tufty. And cleared over, dunked in perfectly. Griffin had a good chance to score. It was well defended by the front row. Baird for Shaw again, deflected, kept alive, dumped right at the net. And give the point to Wheaton and Megan Shaw. A lot of velocity on that one from Paz-Diego. Witt has to go out and get it and clear it out. A nice swing of the right there from Tufty. That's been the player to watch on the Beloit side. She's now got 5 kills in pacing this offense. And back to serve, checking in, Lydia Schwartz. Baird keeping it in the middle for Overway, an easy point there for the Thunder. That's been their key to success. Mentioned it in the opening set, not only serving, 6 aces in the opening set for Wheaton, they also took advantage of their scoring opportunities, and a lot of times they were quick sets to the middle that made it easier for them to come through. Grace Autry serving. Tufte on the far side, defended by Paz Del Niego in the back row. Shaw once again, right at the net and down. Didn't see Megan Shaw in the first set, and midway through the second set, she checked in and has been an immediate impact player for this Thunder group. 2 points away from going up in the match, 2-0. Autry trying to keep that one short. Instead, it's into the net. Some subs on the Beloit side. Eileen Garcia, the senior libero / defensive specialist, is in to serve. Her first action of the afternoon. And over with the left to Paz Del Niego, running up to get it. Baird now to Shaw. Deflected a couple of times. And Wheaton now at set point. Reese Donahue, Mary Patrick in. Donahue, the serving specialist this afternoon in this match for Wheaton, is back at the line. That one right off the body of Schwartz and cleared over. Paz Del Niego, Donahue in the middle, off the net. The set will go on at least another rally. 24-11, point Buccaneers. Kira Suter-Myers back in for Beloit, along with Emily Ortiz, the sophomore who will check in to serve. Pair of aces for Ortiz this season, has 3 assists in her lone set play to this match. A back set to Shaw from Donahue, well defended, up near the high beam and kept alive. Tufte immediately sent back by Shaw, and that's how this set comes to a close. Very similar to set one, all Thunder 25-11 in favor of Wheaton. They lead the first match of our triangular here today, 2-0. We're back for set 3 very briefly here on the CCIW Network and the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Every corner of Wheaton College holds a story of growth. The Wheaton Fund is at the heart of these stories, transforming lives for Christ and His kingdom. The Wheaton Fund is more than just financial support. It is the financial lifeblood of Wheaton College, empowering every aspect of our mission. Your contributions to the Wheaton Fund ensure that the students, faculty, and staff have the resources they need to thrive and make an impact for Christ. Your contributions assist in supporting spiritual formation through chapel and small groups, providing financial aid through need-based and academic scholarships, enriching faculty with competitive salaries and development opportunities, enhancing career development through the Center for Vocation and Career, equipping athletics with essential resources, strengthening campus ministries with training, support staff, and mission opportunities, improving facilities to create a better learning environment, and enhancing academic services to support every student's education. By supporting the Wheaton Fund, you help shape the future of Wheaton College and its students. Join us in empowering the next generation of Wheaties to build the church and benefit society.
Thunder looking to sweep the opening match of our Triangular this afternoon in the King Arena. And man, has it been all Wheaton taking on the Beloit Buccaneers. 25-10 in set one, 25-11 in set two. Andy Ockham welcoming you back. Another presentation of Wheaton College Athletics here on the CCIW Network and the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. Emily Ortiz, nice defending there on the attack. Sydney Overway in the first rally of set three. It is Paris Griffin collecting her third kill of the match. It is Grace Autry back to serve for Wheaton. And an ace. The first ace of the match for Autry, number 9 for the Thunder. And 6 of those coming in the opening set. And off the net and down, back-to-back aces for the senior. The Thunder, if you're just joining us, hitting .391 as a team in this match. When cleared over by Tufty. And good work by the back row of the Thunder to lay off that one. 4 straight points for Wheaton. 357 the percentage for Wheaton in the opening set, 412 in set two. It's been a group effort offensively. And the Buccaneers getting their first point here in set three, thanks to Lizzie Paschal on the near side. The Eileen Garcia checking in to serve for Beloit. And Garcia now playing her 23rd set of the season. Did not play in the opening set of this match. Out on the far side, Megan Shaw has been fantastic since getting thrown into the fray midway through set two. Another kill. Reese Donahue, Mary Patrick in. It'll be Donahue heading back to serve. Donahue this afternoon, 12 helpers, 3 aces, and a dig as well. That one off the net and down on the Wheaton side. Renee Stout now the libero for Beloit here in the third set. She was the libero in the opening set, but then Adelaide Schmidt took over the role in set two. No libero on the floor here for Beloit, at least in this rally, with Aaliyah Gerard serving. On the far side, Patrick rejected by Paschal. Going to try her luck again right at the net, and it's back-to-back points for the Buccaneers. Looking to cut it to a 1-point deficit early. It'll be Tufty on the near side, defended by Grace Autry. Running up to get it, Donahue, now to Patrick. Out of play, 5-4 the score. And Gerard, 17 aces this season in her first year of collegiate volleyball. And cleared over here by Patrick. Ortiz setting it up in the middle. And Kira Rain Hoover knocks that one out of play. Much needed point back for the Thunder. And the server for Wheaton is Megan Shaw. Three kills on 8 total attacks and a block as well for Shaw. They're not playing in the opening set and not being involved for most of set two. That one was touched out. I remember the Thunder in the back row, so it's back to just a 1-point deficit. And Paschal to serve. Jump with the right. Autry switching up how she wanted to defend that one. In the middle, Paschal for Rain Hoover, rejected, but down, we're tied. Beloit looking for their first lead of the afternoon in any set. Autry gathers. Donahue back to Patrick. Buccaneers now going to run through their formation. And that swing of the right from Suter Myers out of play. The Mary Hammond, the freshman middle blocker, did not play in the match against Augustana on Tuesday, but has been impactful here this afternoon. Nice play there by Stout to keep it alive, but Beloit can't return. Back-to-back points for the Thunder. Paschal, a give and go with Tufte on the far side, deflected, staying with it, Hammond. And now to Mary Patrick, who collects the kill. Local product, Mary Patrick, right out of Wheaton Academy. Has had a good start to her first season here at Wheaton College. And Rain Hoover defended by Shaw, but nobody able to get back there. Beloit coming out swinging here in set 3. Giving them a chance. After Wheaton taking the first 2 sets in convincing fashion, 25-10 and 25-11. That one tough to play at the net, and there will be no return. Tough spot to be in there if you're Reese Donahue trying to keep that alive. And it's now 9-8. And give and go on the far side, Overway rejected. They're going to try her luck once more, but the front row of the Buccaneers backs off right down at the net. And kept alive for the time being. Lizzie Paschal calling everyone off in the area. In the middle, big swing of the right for Overway, but out of play. We are tied for the second time here in this third set. Who will be the first to 10? Back set for Patrick, lightly floating it over and finding an open spot on the floor. Wheaton the first to 10 here in the third set. Paris Griffin, Lacey Higgins in Higgins to do the serving. And Lizzie Paschal once again directing traffic and clearing that one over. Tough to play on the far side. It's over by Atkinson, and it's back-to-back points for Wheaton. Third kill of the match for Catherine Atkinson. Paschal running over to get it. Now with the Thunder, high setup. Autry right to Griffin with the left. And Paris Griffin once again taking care of business. And into the net. Wheaton open to go on a run there with Higgins serving. She has 2 aces. 4 different members of this Thunder team have at least 2 aces in this match. 2 for Benford, a pair for Higgins, 2 for Autry, and 3 all in the opening set for Reese Donahue. The two teams trade service errors. The lone ace on the Beloit side belongs to Adelaide Schmidt, who served as the libero for the Buccaneers in set 2. And in to serve, number 13, Kennedy Kemp. We saw her in the opening set. And no return. A block party here in the third set in the King Arena. And staying on the Buccaneers side, having to get it over, they do, off the body of Shaw. And cleared out by Higgins. Now it's Witt on the near side. That attack goes right into the net. (15-10) Thunder looking to pull away here. Higgins right for Overway, but can't keep it in. Had that a couple of times here in this third set. Ortiz serving for the Buccaneers. Higgins up to get it, setting up Griffin, deflected by the front row of Beloit. Now in the back row, it'll go to Witt. But can't clear it out. A much closer third set than what we've seen in the opening 2. Wheaton still in control, and the server is Grace Autry. A line drive serve right to Tufty. (17-11) Thunder. Now we will get our first timeout, or so we thought. Correct. First one used for Beloit here in the set. If you're just joining us, 17-11 Thunder. Wheaton leading the first match of our triangular 2-0, taking the opening set 25-10 and taking set 2 25-11. As we mentioned, Buccaneers come out swinging to begin this third set. They've been able to defend the Thunder a lot better. Wheaton as a team hitting 222 in the third set after hitting 357 in set 1 and 412 in the second set. For Wheaton looking to close things out, and they'll get a break before seeing Illinois Tech around 7 o'clock. The anticipated start time of our third and final match of the triangular today. It's homecoming weekend here at Wheaton College, as we've talked about at the top of the broadcast. Plenty of events going on today. Football tomorrow, hosting the Carroll Pioneers. And out of the timeout, Autry remains the server for the Thunder. That serve right to the opposing libero in Stout. That attack from Witt off the left hand of Autry and onto the floor. 17-12, Eileen Garcia, the senior, in to serve for Beloit. Played in 2 of their 3 sets against UW Platteville on Tuesday, had 1 dig. Higgins right for Hammond, no return, catching Stout flat-footed. Reese Donahue, along with Mary Patrick checking in. Donahue to serve. And an ace for Donahue, her 4th of the match. Thunder looking to be the first of 20 in all 3 sets here of this match. There will be a return here right to Autry. Donahue in the middle, Hammond, and into the seats, 5 rows back in front of us. Point Thunder. It is Kemp, Donahue, Autry, Shaw, Hammond, and Patrick on the floor right now for Wheaton, right at the net. It's on the Beloit side and over with the left of Eileen Garcia. A back set to Patrick, who's got herself another kill. 7th of the match for Mary Patrick. Second and final timeout of the third set taken by Beloit. 21-12 our score. So we look at the individual leaders for both sides here in this match. Solon Tufty, the sophomore for Beloit, has 6 kills on 21 total attacks, pacing the offense. And a handful of players taking charge for Wheaton. 8 kills on 15 total attacks for Sydney Overway. She's hitting 400. And has 8.5 points, having a block assist and a dig. 6 kills for Jordan Benford on 10 total attacks. 4 kills as well for Mary Hammond on 6 total attacks. The 2 setters for the Thunder both getting pretty equal work. 17 helpers for Reese Donahue, 12 assists for Lacey Higgins, and 11 aces for Wheaton as a team. 4 belonging to Donahue, a pair for Autry, 2 for Higgins, and 2 for Benford, along with 1 for Miriam Pazdal-Niego. Donahue checking out. New server here in this rally. It is Riley Baird, freshman from Boxford, Massachusetts, who attended Covenant Christian Academy. And now the Thunder lead this third set by 10. A service error on the Wheaton side. The libero stout out in favor of Kira Rain Hoover. Naomi Murphy checking out, and in to serve is Aaliyah Gerard. And an ace for Gerard. Second ace of the match for Beloit. First for Gerard, her 18th of the season. And follows that up with a service error. Thunder 2 points away from taking the set and the match. Kemp out on the Wheaton side. And back in is Catherine Atkinson. The server for Wheaton is Megan Shaw. We'll have Rylan McDonald down on the floor following the match. I've heard conversation with second-year head coach Eric Plunkett. You're not going to want to miss that. And Atkinson on the far side, lightly floating it over. Just batting it over with the right is Stout to keep the rally alive. In the middle, Hammond defended but out of play. It is set and match point for Wheaton. 24-14 our score. And not able to get that one over with the left is Rain Hoover. That is the set, that is the match. 25-14 in favor of Wheaton. They take the opening match of our triangular here today. 5 o'clock will be our second match. Our 2 guests here in the King Arena this afternoon, IIT taking on these Beloit Buccaneers before Wheaton will take on Illinois Tech to round out the triangular here this evening. It was all serving for Wheaton here in the opening match of this triangular. 11 aces as a team, 4 of those belonging to the freshman Reese Donahue. And as well on the attack, hitting .376 as a team to close out the opening match. Look to keep this momentum rolling against IIT. Later on tonight, Wheaton now 15-4 on the season. They have won their last 5 matches. And Beloit drops to 2-9. They have lost their last 8. They'll look to snap that skid against IIT in just less than an hour. And head coach Eric Plunkett talking to his group. And right now, there isn't really much to reflect on in a negative manner. Wheaton came out punching early, taking advantage of opportunities in the opening set. They scored early and often. You give credit to Beloit in the third set. Back and forth, it was tighter than any other match or any other set in the match that we had seen. As out of the break, near their bench, second-year head coach Eric Plunkett out on the floor. We'll hear from him momentarily with Ryland McDonald. As we've mentioned, Beloit and IIT at 5 o'clock. We get a little bit of everything here, the CCIW, the NAC, and the Midwest Conference. Here today, homecoming weekend on the campus of Wheaton College. Thunder taking the match 3-0. And then conference play 1-1 this year, getting their first conference win on Tuesday, the 23rd, against Augustana, 3-0. And it's been a minute since they have dropped a set in general. As we get ready to chat it up, Ryland McDonald, along with head coach Eric Plunkett, moving over to the far side of the floor. And then IIT has got to get ready for the second match of our triangular, when I'll send it down to Ryland.
All right, I'm here with Coach Plunkett and Sydney Overweg. Coach, that was a great performance today for your team. What stood out the most to you?
We talked about playing with consistency, just making sure that we're executing Wheaton Thunder volleyball all the way throughout. So if we can stay in that rhythm, we knew we were going to be able to control the match, and we did a good job of that today.
And then how do you plan for the team to carry this momentum from the Beloit game into Illinois Tech?
Yeah, so we know that it's only going to get harder. It's only going to get ramped up, better competition there. But we want to make sure that if we can stay consistent, which we did, we should be able to do that in coming matches as well. They're going to pressure us in a different way than Beloit did, so we want to make sure that we're good to go there. But I think we built a consistency and a foundation there that we're hopefully able to carry over to the match against Illinois Tech.
All right, congrats on the win again. Thank you for your time. All right, Sydney, what was your favorite moment from today's game?
I think it was great just to see new players come in and have fun and get some touches on the court. Great time having fun on the bench. Yeah, really good stuff all around.
Do you feel like the team's energy from this game will carry on into the Illinois Tech game at 7 today?
Yeah, I hope so. We were having a lot of fun. I think we can amp it up a little bit on the court, but I think it'll be great to have still a good competitor against each other, and hopefully we'll play a tough game and have a competition and have a little fun on the court.
All right, thank you, Sydney. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, we will be back here in King Arena at 7 versus Illinois Tech. Thank you, and go Thunder.